Done, leave. First one done. Yeah. Eh, can I see? What do you need to find here? So U is here, 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 here. U is that. B is in the circle. Correct? B. B minus U, shortest is going to be this. That distance is U minus V mod or V minus U mod. Same thing? Same. So this is 90. So you get 90 if it goes through this only. Right? So you need to find this distance.
That's the least exact.
Yeah. Because perpendicular distance, right? Because if you think about this distance, if you think about this distance, if you think about this distance, this is the least. Least would be always perpendicular to the surface. That's the picture. Okay, so others, I need to recognize you, okay? So you guys are, as I told you, not like hanky-panky people. I need to recognize you. So now when he showed me that, I know who is Adi. And then I know what he needs to fulfill in the future to go to 50. So individually, I need to identify you. So talk to me, show me your thing. I will help you. Good. Very good. Look at the final answer and pay attention to your write-up. Good. So you can see first line of attack now. First line of attack is pretty good. You can see. So now if you don't bring you into up, my friend, time pressure will be there. You have to first believe me. Time pressure will come if you are slow. If you are slow, those people will tell, oh, I couldn't finish the sack. Too many questions, 50 minutes. I couldn't finish the sack. What's the point telling that after 2 years? Ne? So we have to stop it. To stop that, we have to be sharp. You know the word sharp? Sharp. You have to be sharp. Sharp people are quick. Quick people are smart. It's all about training. It's all about training. Tell me one good player who didn't train and won Olympics. Tell me one good player. Nobody. Good players, they are hard workers. They are the hardest workers. Good players. They work more than anybody else. Now, what we think, oh, I'm good. I don't have to work. So, change the mentality. It's wrong. Looks like the same means not equal the same, not the same. Look at your first question, first part, A. What you're writing? Y minus 8 divided by x is equal to minus pi divided by 3. Pi divided by 6. That does, yeah, A part. It's not redo it. Like, you don't have consciousness at all there. How come y minus 8 is divided by x is equal to minus pi divided by 3? You didn't catch right hand side is angle, left hand side is just bunch of numbers. How come angle is equal to bunch of numbers? You forgot tan inverse there. You forgot to write tan inverse y minus 8 divided by x is equal to minus y divided by 6. That is not something to ignore. It's not step skip, like it's not there. Okay. So fix those things. So I'm going to take over. So help me with the numbers, okay? So now arg u minus 8i, all of you write in this way. Arg x plus I y minus 8. Neve, look at my writing. Buddy, have the attitude, okay? I know all of you have attitude. Have the attitude. I'm transferring what I had. When you get the pen, you own this pen. When you have the pen with you, you own this pen. So give the bloody good write up because you own it. If I'm sitting here with you like a student like 20 years ago, I wish I'm sitting with you here in the class. Man, I'm the best in the class. I will be the best in the class. If someone is trying to fly ahead of me, next week you watch. Nobody will fly. Why I'm telling you this? There is no point telling to general math students, right? You guys are like engineers, doctors, 100% in the future. So this one, you write tan inverse y minus 8 divided by x is equal to minus pi divided by 6. So this one, y minus 8 divided by x is equal to tan minus pi divided by 6. So this will tell you this is equal to minus 1 divided by square root 3. So this will tell you y is equal to square root 1 minus 1 divided by square root 3 x plus 8. Done. Another way of visualizing, you can easily plot it. Then you will understand that you are starting from here 8, and then you are going down here like this, and that's a ray here, and this angle is going to be minus pi divided by 6, and then you know your c is going to be 8. So if you want to find y is equal to mx plus c, c is readily available to you. It's just a matter of finding c. So this angle indeed support that. So that approach also fine, good. So but have it handy with you, yeah. State the geometrical interpretation of this. What is that? It is a ray. It is a ray starting at 0,8 point with theta is equal to minus pi divided by 6 from x-axis. Right? Don't just say it is a ray. Right? Okay, coming back to here. Okay. I'm reading this carefully. First of all, I am so scared when I was a student and also when I'm a teacher. I'm so scared for these small pieces like that. Right? Pay attention. So V is a complex number now. V is a complex number. So if V is a complex number, suppose it is x plus iy. So if you do that, you get x minus 2 plus I y minus 2. Like that. And then here, V prime. Yeah, so it's going to be x minus 2 plus I 2 minus y is equal to 8. You get it? Because V bar is x minus I y. So once you substitute and then you arrange it, it should be like that, I think. Yeah. So now, now what? Now it's just multiplying, right? So now, we have some experience, right? So I can see this plus here. I can see this plus and then y minus 2. So I can see y minus 2 here. I can see 2 minus y here. So I know what is happening after. So what is happening after? X minus 2 plus I y minus 2 then here you get x minus 2 minus I, y minus 2. Look at the steps. Is equal to 8. Neat. Then multiplication. Difference of 2 square kind of a thing, right? So when you are playing with difference of 2 squared, you can see I squared is coming. I squared is minus 1. That minus 1, what I'm talking about is this I and this I and this minus. Three things. They cancel each other and give you plus. So if you do that, you get x minus 2 squared minus I squared y minus 2 squared is equal to 8. So this becomes x minus 2 squared plus, see, plus y minus 2 squared. That, right. All good, ne? Milad? State the geometrical interpretation. Okay. Geometrical interpretation, it's a, don't say it is a circle, okay? It is a circle with center 2, 2 and radius equal to square root of 8. Something like that. Right here. Okay, here. Sketch the two relations. Okay. Now listen. Now listen. I hope you did it, but listen. This is how you read a question. You can see U here. And you can see V bar here. Those are two different complex numbers. You understand that? Two different. So, the first one, okay, first of all, let's go with the second one. Second one starting point is 2, 2. So, 2, 2 is somewhere here. 2, 2 is somewhere here. What would be square root of 8? 2 square root 2, yeah? So, 2 square root 2. So, that would be something like this. Something like this, right? Correct? Now you go to kindergarten. So, when you have radius 2 and radius 2 here, what is the radius here? Radius is 2? Not 2, ne? 2 root 2, ne? 2 root 2. Radius is 2 root 2. So, then if this is 2 and 2, so that means this is 2, this is 2, right? This is 2, this is 2. So, this is 2, this is 2. How much is the hypotenuse here? 2 root 2, ne? Am I, is that right? Yeah. That grade 5 math, Pythagoras theorem should hit you at this point. Clue is this 2 and this 2. This coordinate is the clue. When you have that coordinate, when you are drawing it, you can see consciously I stop that point here. Otherwise, I could draw like this randomly. I didn't do that. So, I leave it from here because of knowing that this is 2 square root 2 and indeed that is my radius. Right? Okay, so now leave it there. After that, this guy. So that guy is y is equal to minus 1 divided by square root 3x plus what? Plus 8? Plus 8. So that would be something like this. Starting from here, when y is equal to 0, how much is x, my friend? 8 square root 3, eh? 8 square root 3 means square root 3 is 1.7 something, right? So 8 times 2 is how much? 16, right? So it's just below 16, right? So I'm going to go like somewhere here. I'm going to go somewhere here. Eh? So then I'm going to say that this guy is 8 square root 3. That guy is 8 square root 3. Eh? Now precise. Okay, that's it. That's the diagram, right? I have a question now. Okay, Vedant, question to you. Okay. My friend, look at this U, look at this V. So I started doing this question explaining that U and V are two different complex numbers, right? You tell me, in this picture, where I can see U and V? Where I can see U and V? Why I'm screaming? Where you can see U and V? Yes, Vedant. Hmm. Yep. Yes, it is what? Now, U is a complex number, V is a complex number, two different complex numbers. So, okay. So we have those diagrams already. You tell me, the question is where you can find U and V in the diagram. Hmm? There is no intersection. Very good. Buddy, V is on anywhere on this circle. V. V is anywhere on the circle. Look at this, my friend. So this is going to be x minus 2 squared. Listen to me carefully. Y minus 2 squared is equal to 8. Right? Listen. Do you understand? This x, listen to me, this x and y are taken from V because V we wrote as x plus iy. Right? So what are the x and y values here? X and y values are the coordinates on this circle. Coordinates on this circle. So if x and y values are the coordinates on this circle, we should be on the circle. Makes sense? So similarly, your u is going to be here. U is going to be here. So u can be any complex number on that line. V can be any complex number on the circle. That's the thing. Okay. Why it is important? Of course, it is important to understand this question. Right? So V minus U now. Okay, listen to me. Hello. V minus U. Now you tell me V is here, U is here. V minus U is the distance between these two. Do you understand that? And it is U minus V mod. This you can write as V minus U mod as well because mod is a positive number. Mod is a positive number. It doesn't really matter how you write it. So U minus V mod is the distance between these two geometries, isn't it? Now, if you want to find, okay, listen, if you want to find the minimum value of V minus U, minimum value of V minus U is going to be exactly this. And that should go perpendicular because you know the perpendicular distance is the minimum distance. If you think about this, if you think about this, that also V minus U, this also V minus U. But this distance, V minus U, minimum, you can see from the diagram even. See? It's just this part. Compared to this part, that's the minimum. That's a perpendicular distance, right? So now when you come into that perpendicular distance, look at how nice the question is. When you extend this line, it goes through the origin. Beautiful. They set up the question so that 2 square root 2 is going through the center. Beautiful. Then we understand the slope of this guy is going to be this. Then immediately you can find the equation of this one is going to be square root 3x grade 7 knowledge m1 m2 is equal to -1. Grade 7 stuff, right? So you understand that. All good? Yeah. Right. So now what you have to do to find the distance, you have to find a comma b coordinate here, and you have to find p comma q coordinate here. This, right? Okay, that's the strategy. So to find a comma b, now this is a math method or year 10 kind of a question now. A comma b, to find a comma b, you solve y is equal to square root 3x, and y is equal to -1 divided by square root 3x plus 8. You tell me what is x and y from there. To find p and q, you have to solve y is equal to square root 3x and x minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 8. So put these two into the calculator, give me the answer. I need x and y. Yes. Yeah.
And can it pass through the center of the circle? Does that perpendicular line pass through the center?
Huh?
Does that perpendicular line pass through the center?
Yeah.
I don't think the equation is root 3x because it's from the center of the circle to the line, right?
Okay.
And that has, so the line should actually be like root 3x plus 2 root 3 or something. I'll show you mine. It should be a different one.
It's not square root 3x?
It should go through the center.
It shouldn't go through the
It
center.
should go through the center of the circle. But it does not the origin.
Okay, we can check that. So what basically you are saying, okay, hold on. But what basically you are saying this. Let's see. You're basically saying this is not going through the center. That's what you're saying. But not center of the Cartesian. Here. It is not going through that. That's what you're saying. How and why? So this is going to be 2, 2.
You sub it that when you get like a separate equation.
Right. You are right. Yeah, you are right. So this is going to be plus C. This is going to be plus C. So what you guys are saying, this, my drawing is a little ugly. This should go like this here. Something like that. Not from the center here. But it should definitely go through the center of the circle. Now, I understand why you guys are telling me that. Okay, look at my understanding. Now, this line should be square root 3 slope, isn't it? This line should be square root 3. Now, you guys are telling me that if you calculate the slope of this guy is not square root 3. If that is happening, there is no chance that this goes through this origin over here. That's what you guys are saying. Correct, 100%. Good. So now that C you need to find what that C is. Substitute that value, right? So then I will write straight away square root 3x plus, if you put 2 here, 2, so it's going to be 2, 1 minus square root 3. Am I right? Should be that. Right. Okay, got it. So now I'm modifying this one, plus 2, 1 minus square root 3, slowly. Done. Okay, now it's just a matter of solving that. Right, now solve it. So what are the xy values now? Tell me what is AB coordinate, and then put this into the calculator, and then tell me what is PQ coordinate. Tell me the answer for that. Yes.
Instead of find the keeping coordinate, you do the distance between 2, 2 and AB and minus the radius.
Very good. See, you guys talk now. What he's saying, there is no point finding this dude. What you can do, you know the coordinate here, you find AB. Once you find AB, you can straight away find this dude. And then this guy is the radius. Radius is 2 square root 2, minus it, you get the answer. Very good. Good. So now if you want to do this, you can do that. Or if AB is needed anyway. So tell me what is AB.
Three root 3 plus 3.
Hold on. 3 root 3.
Divided by 2.
Right.
Comma 13 over 2
Yeah.
minus root 3.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing divided by 2.
Hmm.
It's 13 minus root 3, the whole thing divided by
13 minus, like this. Okay. So I don't need this. Okay. I don't need this. So now, yeah, now you can find u minus v mod is equal to b minus 2 square plus a minus 2 square root minus radius, which is going to be 2 square root. So plug the values in, you get the answer. That's it. Nice. Guys, give me a good write-up, okay? So what you are learning, at least look at my write-up. At least make sure you do in this way. At least. Good. Okay, so done. Eh? This is done. Okay, let's do question number 2 and 3 very quickly. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay, so I will do the second question for you. Find the cube root. What do you mean by cube root? Cube root means? So then we can say z to the power 3 is equal to 1 divided by square root 2 minus 1 divided by square root 2y. Is that right? Yeah. So where you are taking cube root means you are finding z. Is that right? Yeah. So taking cube roots, means finding z. Taking cube roots means finding z, isn't it? All good? Finding z. So let Z to be R cis theta. So this will tell you that R to the power 3 cis 3 theta. What is that, dude? De Moivre's guy. Is equal to 1 divided by square root 2 minus 1 divided by square root 2 is going to be what? Convert that into cis form, the right hand side. 1 divided by square root 2 minus 1 divided by square root. Just one cis. One cis negative 5 over 4. Okay. So what was that? That would be this guy when you convert into cis form. So what I am going to write, since I have many solutions, we throw our experience minus pi divided by 4, we write 2 pi k. 2 pi k. Why we do that? This is a cubic equation. Cubic equation has 3 answers. So to recover 3, we generalized it. So from here, you get R is equal to 1. How come? You compare this with this, right? And then you compare this guy with this guy. So now you get theta to be minus pi divided by 12 plus 2 pi k divided by 3. That's it. Right? So the first answer is going to be when k is equal to 0. When k is equal to 0, Z1, the first one would be R is 1, cis minus pi divided by 12. Then when k is equal to 1, I get Z2 is equal to 1, cis. When k is equal to 1, how much is that? 4, 8, 7 pi divided by 12. Check my calculation. Then when k is equal to 2, third solution, that's going to be your Z3. So Z3 is going to be 1 cis. So you put 2 there. So that's going to be 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So 15 pi divided by 12. 15 pi divided by 12. So now you keep your consciousness. This guy you need to rewrite. Why? Because of the principal argument thing, isn't it? So what that would be? Cis, what that would be? Huh? Minus 3 pi over 4. Principal argument, right? This is right, but this is not how we write, but we write using principal argument. That's how you keep the solution. You guys are high achievers, right? High achievers, they don't know, if they don't know something, they chase. You decide whether you want to become a high achiever. It's all about you, right? It's all about you. Independency. How did you do that? How do, yeah. Yeah. Little dependence is continuing. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Any other methodology? Show me. So from here, how do you say it's linear independent?
In the parameter is theta.
But how do you get the parameter? How do you get that? How do you get the minus 3 theta, 2 theta, 1 theta?
That's when you solve the equations.
Hmm?
When you solve those equations.
But you have to show me this. So otherwise, how solve the equation is what?
But I just want to know that method.
Or you are saying z is equal to theta? There is no z. But in these simultaneous equations, is there any z? You have a, b, c. Ne? See? In simultaneous equations, you have a, b, c. And then you are saying z is equal to theta.
Let's see.
Huh?
Let's see.
Okay. Okay, let's see how I can do this. Okay, if they are linearly dependent, I can write a vector to be alpha times b vector plus theta times c vector. What do you mean by linearly dependent? Linearly dependent means one vector should be able to write in terms of other vectors. Some people are not paying attention. Right? So if you do that, you write I plus 2j plus 0k is equal to alpha. B is minus I plus 0j plus 5k plus theta. C I plus 6j plus 10k. Correct? So now I'm going to equate all the i's. I'm going to equate all the i's. So left hand side you have 1, right hand side you have minus alpha, right? And then plus theta. Then j's. If you look into j's, left hand side you have 2, right hand side you have 0 plus 6 theta. Then k's. So it's going to be 0. Right hand side you have 5 alpha plus 10 theta. So from here, you get theta to be 1 divided by 3. Easy. So if theta is 1 divided by 3, from here you get alpha is equal to 1 divided by 3 minus 1 is going to be minus 2 divided by 3. Right? So if that is happening, now alpha theta is fine, yeah? Now what you do, okay, this is the story. How many unknowns are there? 2 unknowns, right? How many equations are there? 3 equations, right? 2 equations are enough. 2 equations are enough to find alpha theta, right? Third equation. So I'm teaching you with the rubric, with the grading sheet. So I remember some of the, I should remember. So how the grader is looking at your answer is important too, right? So always when you get a question, you equate these 3 and then check whether when you apply alpha and theta here, whether this equation is satisfied. Satisfy means what? 0 is equal to 0. If it is satisfied, that means it is linearly dependent. Suppose you get something like this, 0 is equal to 2. That means not equal. Not equal means they are independent. So remember now, this is how you show independency and dependency. Right? So now what you do, you take this one, 5 alpha, 5 times 2 divided by 3 minus, plus 10 times 1 divided by 3. So if you do that, you get minus 10 divided by 3 plus 10 divided by 3, you get 0. So alpha and theta value is going to satisfy all three simultaneous equations, means they are linearly dependent. That's how you show. Now learn. Okay. So alpha is equal to, how do you write it? Alpha is equal to minus 2 divided by 3, comma, theta is equal to 1 divided by 3, satisfy the third equation, hence they are linearly dependent. That's it. So this lesson, if you are new or if you forgot, starting this Wednesday. Okay, let's go to that later. Let's start question number 5. I'm reading the question carefully. So I'm so afraid to these things. I'm very afraid. So B is an integer now. Sorry, B is a real. If B is real, this guy already real. 1 real. 1 real. Complex number with real coefficients. We are in the game now. Complex number with real coefficients will tell you that you can use conjugate root theorem. What is conjugate root theorem? Now from here, you know one factor. One factor would be z minus 1 minus square root 3i. Right? This is one factor. So this is going to be now z minus 1 plus square root 3i. Now this is my first factor, which is a given factor. We know that the other factor is going to be z minus 1 minus square root 3i. Conjugate. Why? Conjugate root theorem. Conjugate is a factor. Right? So you can see what I did. This plus becomes minus. If it is minus, it becomes plus. The coefficient, the sign in front of I only, okay? Now, if you have that, solve the equation. So if you have that, if you have this, so what would be the answer here? Z minus 1 to the power 2, right? Plus 3. Difference of 2 squares. Difference of 2 squares. Right? Now, yeah. Now, how do you find, how do you solve it now? Right? Now tell me why, how do you use this one? How do you use this given fact? Yeah. Solve to find B, correct. So what you do, P of 1 minus square root 3i is equal to, now that one square, to the power 3, plus that one to the power 2, plus B times that guy, plus 12 is equal to 0. So now solve it and tell me what is B value. Minus 2. B is equal to minus 2. So now you know B. So now you know B. So now what you are going to do, you are going to write z to the power 3 plus z squared minus 2z plus 12 is equal to other two factors. This is a math method question now. 2 plus 3. And then the other factor would be z minus alpha or something. Right? Z minus alpha or something. Is that right? Right? Z minus alpha or something. Now from here, you can find alpha. What is alpha value? Negative 3. Negative 3. So if it is negative 3, that factor is going to be like this. That factor is going to be z minus 1 squared plus 3, z plus 3, and that is equal to p of z, and that is equal to 0. It's a mathematical question. Use null factor. You get the answer. Right? So if you are done with that one, so it's okay, right? So z is going to be minus 3, and from there you get z is equal to minus 3. There is what? Plus and minus square root 3i plus 1. So you get z, easy. Go to the big part now. How old is he? Oh, 3.5. That's it. Go to school. Hello. I have one, 5 years. Yeah. Hello.
They have no center.
Hey, hey, you addicted?
Too cheap.
You addicted? Are you
No,
addicted?
he's not. Only settle him here only. Others he like outdoor kids.
So, okay, so that do you understand what is happening? Yeah, you understand what is happening in the class, right? Right. So, I want you to let's go. We both are very helpful to you, okay? So, I want you to learn math from here, and then you move without any issues in the future. Now, since you are joining just now, you missed a couple of lessons because this is March. So otherwise, we started from number line. We started from number line, addition, multiplication, fractions. From there, we started. So we'll do few things, right? So are you in the portal, student portal? In the portal, right? Okay. So I will send you a few fundamentals videos. So you watch, which I made actually. Maybe 2 or 3 I will send you. If you carefully go through that, you are going to cover everything what we have learned in the class, right? So that I will send you. Let's see whether I can do it now. So what is your name?
And
Eh?
my name's
No, her name?
Tanika.
TH? Taniha. Taniha, eh? Can you go to the portal? Yeah. Go to the portal. You see? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here go. If you go to this dashboard classes and everything, right? If you go to my classes, that's a class here, right? It's the class. So if you go to video library, teacher selected videos for you. I just selected 4 videos. So here you will see 1, 2, 3. See lesson 2, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. So start from here. Watch. See lesson 1. See. Right? It's here. So go through these lessons uh, at least 1 or 2 times. And then when you are doing it, write down the note. Okay, whatever I'm writing, okay, write down. Whatever the question I'm doing, do it. Slowly do it. So this will be like 20 minutes, but for her to do, takes 1 hour, 2 hours. Because she has to post it and do it. Yeah, do it accordingly.
Only this lesson one.
There are 4. Go back. Teach selected.
Teachers
There are 4. You see, 4 videos. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I start with lesson one.
Lesson 1. So the top one is lesson 4, I think. Top one is lesson 4. See, it says lesson 4. So start from lesson 1 to 4. Okay. And have the note, do it, and then show it to me next time. So then I make sure that she knows it.
The assignment. So she has to do the assignment as well? in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
beginning?
yeah.
The assignment means the homework. is
The
also-
questions.
Homework is assignment?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
What happened?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Let's see how I do it. Okay. So I see the answers. Right. So 1 minus square root 3i. So z is equal to 1 minus square root 3i is equal to 2 is what? 2 is what? Minus? Huh? Huh? 5 over 3. Okay. So z to the power k. C to the power k. Right? I'm going to add this one. Hello, look at this. I'm going to put 2 pi in here. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No. That's the most general version. We always do that. That's the most general version. So 0 to the power k is going to be 2 to the power k cis minus pi k divided by 3 plus 2 pi nk, where n is an integer. Is that right? So uh, now I'm reading this carefully. So this whole thing is a real number. So that means this should be equal to a real number. This should be equal to real number. Real number means all the imaginary terms should be gone, nullified. Right? So that means 2k, look at this, 2k cost term this big, right? Plus I term this big, right? And that should be a real number, That should be a real number. So now that will tell you to make a real number, you need to get rid of this dude. You need to get rid of that dude. So then I contribution is gone. So how do you remove the I contribution? Because this is all I sign, right? I sign contribution. How do you remove the sign contribution? So you have to make sure the angle is 0. Oh, angle is pi. Angle is 2 pi because sine 0 is 0, sine pi is 0, like that, right? So now if you put that to be 0 here, right? So that means it should be 0. So it's going to be minus pi k divided by 3 here plus 2 pi nk, right? So now we need the smallest. Now here we say if you need the smallest, you pick n to be 0, right? You pick n to be 0 because you understand n is starting from 0, 1, 2, like that. In the general case, you pick n to be 0. Why you pick n to be 0? If you keep n, that means this is an additional term. So you are adding. That is not the smallest when you're adding something. So you are going to remove this one. So n is equal to 0. So if n is equal to 0, straight away you get minus pi k divided by 3. So now this minus pi k divided by 3, right? Pi k divided by 3, if this is 0, if this is 0, or if this is pi, or if this is 2 pi, you are going to remove the imaginary term. You can keep going. I hope you understand what I'm doing. So now suppose that is going to be 0. So if that is 0, k is equal to 0. Then if that is pi, k is going to be what? Negative pi, eh? Negative pi or positive pi doesn't matter, right? It's going to be 0 anyway, right? So it keeps going. So now the question is, smallest value, smallest positive integer. Smallest positive integer. Yeah.
Instead of making the instance zero, we need to make the whole sign table equal to 0.
So this is not that. This is going to be 3. K is going to be, whatever, 1 second. K is equal to 3. K is equal to 3. Plus or minus 3 also works. Plus or minus 3 also works, right? Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm doing here, right? Now, if you read the question, smallest positive integer. So if it is smallest positive integer, you can't take this. Because the smallest number for k is 0, that's right. But the smallest positive is going to be plus 3. The smallest k is 0, but smallest positive is plus 3. So that language. I hope you understand why I put plus or minus here. Because angle minus pi, also angle minus 2 pi also 0. Correct? Sine curve, think about the sine curve. Pi, negative pi, both gives you 0. So that's how you play with it. Okay, so that's the last question. So I want you to do this question number 5, question number 4, and this already done. The rest is done, I know, for homework, right? Okay, so our plan is this. I keep doing revision like this, plus next week we are starting a new topic. Yeah. I wanted to start it today, but I have a formatting issue with my booklet. So I take another week to do it. So next week I'm starting proofs. I'm starting proofs, which is a brand new topic next week, plus this Wednesday, vectors from scratch.
Well, yeah.